Today was disastrous for the equity markets. Although we did manage to recover from the low point of the day, it was still below the 58.50 level. The unusual bailout proposal for Cyprus triggered a global sell-off, and that really played havoc for the equity markets. A negative breath led lower by the rate sensitive. So for the Sensex too, it was off by 0.6% at 19,229. The broader markets too, which moved in tandem with the way the equities were panning out, did see a good recovery by the day's close, particularly for the mid-cap index. The small cap index went home with a cut of 42 points. In terms of sectoral move, I should pull up the bank Nifty for you particularly because after cracking, it did recover very smartly from the day's low to end lower by 0.8%. Metals were crumbled in the session, so off by 2.5%. PSU too in the limelight on the downside, but what held up was the FMCG sector as well as consumer durables. Let's pull up some of the big losers for today. Well, Coal India fell flat on its face. IDFC, Tata Power and Maruti Suzuki too in the limelight on the downside. Some stocks in focus today. Then Jet Airways. It saw a massive recovery from the day's low of 498 to over 550 as the management clarified that the media reports on the Jet Etihad deal being in trouble are absolutely incorrect and it's only speculative. SKS Microfinance got a good boost as it moved the Supreme Court against the Andhra Pradesh Microfin law, asking Andhra Pradesh not to take coercive steps against the company. The Supreme Court said that SKS Microfinance can continue Andhra Pradesh operations up until the point that the case is settled. All of your oil marketing companies were in focus, the likes of IOC, BPCL as well as HPCL, as there was a cut in the petrol prices by 2 rupees per litre on Friday. ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank as well as Axis Bank, all of those three companies in fact were in focus today on the back of those Cobra Post allegations this time around on money laundering. ICICI Bank suspended 18 employees, HDFC Bank went ahead and appointed Deloitte, and Axis Bank also turned an internal probe. Brokerages, as of now, CLSA has maintained its overweight stance on private banks. Apart from that, in the aviation space, you also had Kingfisher Airlines. That countered down and out as the Airports Authority said that they will be pursuing criminal cases against the company. The metals pack was clobbered in trade, so you had an NMDC, a JSW Steel, a Tata Steel, all of those counters down and out as the global iron ore prices have corrected and are down by close to 11% since the 20th of February. From that space, you also had SAIL. Remember, the OFS price will be decided tomorrow. It's expected to be at a discount and expect the OFS to be launched this week itself. A sharp cut coming in for SAIL. But what held out in today's markets was your classic defensives as well as a little bit of IT flavor. So Cipla held up, HCL Technologies, Siemens was a good outperformer, and you also had HUL, which perked up very smartly and was quite a top favorite among our technical analysts for today.